The phone rang at 3 in the morning. The screen glowed faintly, and the room was completely silent. The number was hidden. I should have ignored it, but something made me answer. On the line, breathing, and then a voice, cold, emotionless. "You're special. I'm waiting for you at Nevermore." I recognized the voice immediately. Wednesday. I laughed. Thought it was a joke, a fan prank. But outside the window, among the branches, stood a raven. It looked directly at me, and in its beak, a ticket, with an address, a date, and one signature. W.A. Something clicked inside. Curiosity or madness. I got ready and left. I didn't know then that it wasn't an invitation. It was a challenge. And if you ever get such a call, never answer. Because Nevermore doesn't let go of those who come of their own free will. The road stretched through mountains, through fog and dead trees. GPS went out. The radio whispered something unintelligible. When the gates appeared from the darkness, I felt the air grow thicker. The academy stood like a castle from someone's nightmare. Tall spires, stained glass, raven statues, and windows. Hundreds of windows, behind which someone was watching. The hall smelled of old paper and wax. On the walls, portraits of students, their eyes following every step. Wednesday met me by the staircase. The same black uniform, the same braid. Only her gaze, different, too alive. "Welcome," she said. "Here you will learn the rules and survive, if you're lucky." I wanted to joke, but the words got stuck. Everything in this place whispered, "Don't stay." And perhaps this was the only chance to leave. But I stayed. Rule number 1: never open the window after midnight. Wednesday told me this immediately. If you hear a knock on the window, don't look, don't answer, and don't breathe loudly. I laughed. Wind, trees at night, a normal thing. But exactly at 0003, a knock. Clear, slow, as if someone knew I was awake. I walked closer and froze. Outside, in the moonlight's glare, stood a silhouette. It was exactly like me. The same jacket, the same stance, only the smile. A slow, dead smile that stretched the skin on its face. It raised its hand and knocked again. I stepped back. The light flickered. When I looked again, the reflection was already inside the room, looking straight at me. And then it vanished. Since then, I learned never go near the window after midnight. Because sometimes, what is knocking is already inside. Rule number 2: the portrait hall. The portrait hall was the strangest place in the academy. Dozens of paintings in old, dust-covered frames. Students with faces devoid of smiles, all staring straight ahead. Wednesday warned, if one of them blinks, run. And don't look back. I decided to check. I went at night, carrying a flashlight. My steps echoed through the hall. The light reflected in the portrait's eyes. and I thought they were stirring. One portrait, a girl with long hair, suddenly lowered her head, and then raised it and looked straight at me. I ran. But the hall grew longer. The paintings were moving, and every one of them now bore my face. In a moment, it all vanished. In the morning, Wednesday said, "The portrait hall loves new students. It keeps them forever." Rule number 3, do not drink tea with the principal. Principal Larissa Weems invited me for tea. The room smelled of jasmine and something strange, metallic. She smiled, too wide. "You are adapting quickly," she said. "Nevermore doesn't accept everyone." The tea was sweet, too sweet. I took a sip. For a second, silence. Then the walls seemed to breathe. My hands grew heavy. In the mirror, it was me, but without pupils. I jumped up, knocking over the cup. Weems smiled even wider. "It's nothing," she whispered. "The academy is simply trying on your soul." I ran away, and in the morning a new photograph appeared on the wall. Me, with a cup in my hands, and a smile, just like the principal's. Rule number 4, do not follow Wednesday. In the middle of the night, I heard her voice, faint but familiar. "Do you want to know what the school is hiding?" I stepped out into the corridor and saw her silhouette. She was walking down the stairs. I called out, but she didn't answer. She just walked, and her shadow moved the wrong way. I followed her down. The basement was dark. She was standing with her back to me. When I stepped closer, she turned around. It wasn't Wednesday. Her face was eyeless. Just empty black holes from which an inky liquid dripped. She spoke. "You are ours now." Rule number 5, do not stay for prom. Everyone was looking forward to the graduation ball. The stage, the music, the laughter. But Wednesday whispered, "Don't stay until the end. The final song is not for the living." I didn't listen. The music began. The hall started to darken. The faces of the dancers paled. Their bodies moved in jerks. They kept dancing, even after the music stopped. When the lights came up, surprised, I realized it was just mannequins around me. The very students who left last year. And on the stage, my name engraved on a plaque. Wednesday called again. "Congratulations, you survived. But now you are part of us." I tried to answer, but the phone smoked. On the screen, a message. "Welcome back, Nevermore student." Since then, I hear the school calling me every night. And if Wednesday ever calls you, do not answer. If you enjoyed learning the rules of Nevermore, give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our next story from the Academy. And tell me in the comments, which rule would you have broken?